Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Time for my weekly What Sold video. We've got 15 over on eBay, 3 on Mercari. Let's dive right in. Alright, so we've got 15 over on eBay, 3 on Mercari. Not an amazing weekend. It's hard to follow after last weekend's epic sales to this weekend. Just so. I don't know. Did everyone spend their money last week? I don't know. Maybe everyone spent too much last week? I don't know what it is, because we've got 15 orders for a gross profit of $760. Yeah, didn't even break 1,000 this weekend. And then Mercari, we got 3, and that was, let's do quick math, almost 200. So yeah, we still, even combined, didn't make over 1,000 in gross. And I mean, I still have to minus the fees, the shipping, the cost of good. Like, even when I have $1,000 weekend, it still ends up being probably $500, $600 weekend. So this one will definitely not be that much. So stay to the end. You'll get the best item and the breakdown of what I actually get to make of this. So in the meantime, I mean, there's still some good BOLO items in here to watch for. And some bin finds, some all over the place. But we're going to dive in because I'm recording this on Sunday night because Mondays, I'm learning, they just fly by. The kids are back at school and I'm trying to get back into the gym and hit my bins and ship the orders and hit my thrift stores, and I'm out of time. So then I don't get home ready to list until 12, 1 o'clock. I've got to have these to the post office by 3 when FedEx shows up. So no, I'm just cutting it too close and it's not worth it. So I'm like, all right, let's start putting this into Sunday night so that I can not stress it tomorrow and I have more relaxing while I'm at the bins and at my thrift store and not feel constantly rushed. So this brings me some peace, and that's worth it in the end. Even though at 8:30 on Sunday night, I would much rather be lounging on the couch watching a Netflix, but that's not how we roll. Not in this era that I am in. All right, if you know, you know. Like, we do not get to chill and relax on the couch in the evening. It's work. Like, I've been listing today, and it's just, yes, that's not my era. And no, I'm not jealous if you get to sit on the couch at 8:30 on a Sunday night. I will get to that point at some point. Just not right now. All right, let's move on. We've got a 4K Barbie. Which one was this? This was the new Barbie. It wasn't very good. It was all right. I think I watched it once. My kids watched it maybe twice. It's the new Barbie. And I paid $3. Bad buy. Do not buy this one. I was thinking I got it on Dollar Day, and it wasn't. It was $3 day. Jennifer, what were you thinking? That's right. It was sealed. So I'm like, surely that was worth it. It sold for $13. Free shipping. Like, what was I thinking? I don't know. Luckily, it's going to be an easy ship. It's going in a poly mailer. I've got a bunch of the padded ones from Amazon Recycling, so I'm going to stick it in that. And it's going media, so that shouldn't be too much. Like $3, $4, maybe. So we'll make $5. All right. Next up, we have a free item. And it's free because it was hubby's. I'm calling it free. He probably paid a lot when he originally bought it, but he's redone computer parts, and I get to sell all of his old stuff. So this is a Corsair Performance Liquid Cooler something, right? I buy these when they're new, but not usually when they're used for this reason. They're not a huge profit, but when it was going to either go to the garbage or to the local thrift, like, no, I'll just sell it, right? It's got to be worth something. So free, and it sold for $28. Free shipping. So again, not a big profit here, you guys. I've got at least an hour's worth of shipping for very little peanuts. It's all right. It's all right. We've got another one of these. These are my Duna storage bags. $5 Amazon bins. And I have sold, 15 of them now? Like, I've sold a lot of these. I paid $5 and they're selling for almost $30. Absolutely amazing, amazing find because it was one time listing it and now they just keep selling 2, 3, 4 times a week until I am all gone. I've got 5 left. Kind of sad about that, but it's going in a poly mailer. I mean, it's literally a bag, so it's not breakable. It gets bagged up, and it's free shipping. All right, we've got number 4 goes to a JBL speaker. JBL is a good brand. So whenever you find these in the wild, it's worth it. This was a thrift store, estate sale, garage sale, one of my local sales. It said I paid $5 for it. I don't think I'd pay that much, but it's possible. It's the old one that you have to put an iPod into, the old iPods. Luckily, I'm an iPod hoarder and I have a bunch of them. So I could test this and make sure it works. It does. It worked. I was using it for a little while. I actually have another one up there that I'll use if I'm in the mood to rock out to one of my old iPods. Plug it in there. This one I sold $15 plus shipping. So at least they're paying for the shipping and it's pretty small. So easy to ship it. Then we've got one that I've sold a few of them already. I might need to up the price on this. They're going fast. These are the Thrive mascaras. Yes, these were $3 a day, and I just cleared house. I got like 25, 30 of them. Like, I bought a lot of them, and I ended up lotting them in a set of 2 for $35 free shipping. So I could probably up it because they're going pretty consistently. I might have gone a little low because I think they're $30 on Amazon for one. But I wanted to make sure that I at least made my money back. And now that I have made my money back, I still have 16 sets available. Yeah, that's still 32 of them. Like, gosh, I probably bought 40 of them then, now that I'm thinking about it. That was an expensive day because these were $3 a piece. Yeah, I spent a lot of money that day. But that's okay. I've made my money back. Or pretty close to it. So $35 for the pair, free shipping. And these are fitting perfectly into these little mailers. These were actually a bin find. And that's just like, it was made for it. I bought these probably a year ago. So was not on purpose. But look how perfect. So you're going to get your teal mascara inside your little teal bag. Like, I don't know. It was like it was made for it. Perfect. So $35 free shipping. I'll take it. Then we've got some shoes. These are Under Armour golf shoes. Golf? Yeah, these are golfing shoes. Not usually an item that I buy. I don't know why I had them because I don't usually buy golf shoes. But apparently these ones caught my eye, probably because of the Under Armour. And it sold... Ooh, I didn't even move this stuff out of the spreadsheet. Let's move it to my sold section. Alright, there we go. Sales book. Okay. So this one, Under Armour, I paid $7.50. So I don't know where, why, or how, or why I would have bought them. Because again, golf shoes are not... I don't know. That's just kind of a weird one. But hey, they sold for $35. Free shipping. But that's okay. They're easy to ship, so not a huge profit. I'm telling you, this was not an amazing weekend. Like, it's just depressing when you go from such a high of last week to like womp womp, and then it comes back down to like January numbers. That's okay. It's okay, Jennifer. Just keep listing and they will pick up again. All right, we got another 2-pack of the mascara. So yeah, now that I've sold like 3 or 4 sets, I feel comfortable increasing the price just a little bit, knowing that I was kind of giving the deal, just kind of feel the vibe of how fast these are going to sell, and they're consistent. So I've done that with, was it those mats? There was something else that I was selling that they were going fast. I'm like, okay, your price is too low. So congratulations to the people that already bought it. You got a great deal, but I'm going to add a little bit to it now to offset the cost of what I'm paying for them. So I don't need to give it away for free. It's $35 and I paid 3 each, so that's 6. It's free shipping. So I'm making about, $15, maybe $20 a set. which is still good, yes, but if I'm giving it away, I want to make sure that I'm upping those margins just a smidge. So no, it's not being greedy. I know that's kind of where my mind is making it sound, but I don't want to leave. I don't know. Am I being greedy? Let me know in the comments, because I feel like I can add a few bucks to it, and these are still sell, and I can up my margins that much more. All right. I have Logitech webcams. This was $1 a day. Yeah, these were there all week. They were there on 15. I saw some actually there this last Friday. There were there some today on $8 a day. They'll still be there on $1 a day. They are webcams, brand new. Logitech. I mean, they're not the great ones. They're only the 720p, so they're not worth very much. They're about $18 to $20 a piece, and for $1, yes, it's a multi-quantity. I'll do it. Luckily, one person bought them all. Hallelujah. I love that even more. All three of them sold for 45 bucks. Yes, free shipping. So these are going also into a poly mailer. They'll go just like this into my white fluffy ones over here, and off they go. And I love that it is one buyer, because with the free shipping, I would have paid the $4 each item. Now I get to put it in one package and only buy one label. Like, yes, I love that. High five. All right, I bought 2 of these tents last 2 weeks ago on $1 day. This is the last one. So hopefully I find some more of these. It is I don't even know. I know I didn't even know before. It's a tent footprint. So it's a camping piece to go with your tent and to be a footprint. I paid $1. You look it up on Amazon, you look it up on eBay, see what it's selling for. And it sold for 50 bucks. Yes, please. And again, poly. Like, that's the thing with a lot of these. At least they're easy shippers. So, yeah. Even though it's small potatoes, at least it's not like I'm packing up hours worth of items. A lot of these are like 5-second shippers. I'll take it. All right. This next one is the last Swaddle Me Sloth that I have. These were on $5 a day at my bins. They're a little sloth, and it does the music. They're adorable. I ended up pulling one out of my inventory to give to my niece, who was having her first baby, and it's a sloth, so I love it. And it sold for 40 bucks. So yes, it was $5. I had 4 of them, 3 already sold, and she's getting a gift. I am thrilled. 40 bucks out of $5. Like, and it just goes into a poly bag. I wanted to hide what it is. I could probably put a label. Like, there's already labels all over it. So, yes, I could probably put a label and send it on its way, but it's tacky. And if this is a gift for somebody, I don't want it to be obvious what's in it. So I'll bag it so that someone can get it as a surprise. All right, this next one is some ketones. And it's still in a box. There's no point in pulling it up. It's still a sealed box, but luckily that's a box I am shipping it in. It does not say on the outside what it is. That's how it was shipped from Amazon. That's how I'm going to ship it. So it is a brand new sealed 4-pack, 4 boxes inside of this ketone IQ shots, some kind of supplement. I paid $1. $1. And I bought like 4 of them. So that was epic. $4 into a lot of money. So $1 is what this one box sold for. Sold for $65. So I'm taking some offers. I think I had them listed at like 80, 75. Like, I don't need to. Let's just get them out. I'm still thrilled with $65 when I paid $1 for it. All right. Then we've got a microphone. This was a fast one. I grabbed this on, was it about a week ago? Maybe last Monday? It's not very old at all. I paid $7 at my local thrift store, so this one was in the wild, and it is a brand new Samsung microphone. Comes with the cables, the tripod, and it's new in here. It's new open box. Sold for $60 plus shipping. Yes, please. All right, this one is also a fast one. I just got this on Friday, so 3 days ago. Listed it quick because I knew it would sell quick. It is a 6 battery charger. It is not the name brand, but it will charge your Ryobi batteries and your Supercharger 1 Plus batteries. I think Ryobi makes the 1 Plus, right? I think they do. So that's what it's for, but it's not the name brand. But it will charge your name brand batteries, and it sold for $70. I paid 15. I mean, that's fine having the smaller margins on 15 day when it's gonna sell that fast. And it's small, so I've got boxes this size. It's very generic size, easy to ship. Then we got 2 more over here on eBay. This one is a fun one. These went pretty fast. This one, I did not expect it to go fast. There were none that were sold. But the brand, these are Ariat. Yes. So these were at a garage sale. They were priced, gosh, I think they had $50 on them at the garage sale. I'm like, no, thank you. However, I didn't get to this sale until like almost 11 o'clock. This was 3-ish weeks ago when sales were starting to pick up. And I didn't show up until later in the day. And there were just so many things that were cheap. They just wanted to get rid of it because now they were to the point of just donating it. So I grabbed a couple other things already sold. And these, he's like, he literally said $5 and take them. And I'm like, really? Like, they're priced at 50. Like, I didn't even make an offer, but he said, no, $5, please take them. We need them gone. And yes, please. Ariat boots, women's, and they are, I mean, they're gorgeous boots if you're a boot wearer. And they sold for $80. Free shipping, yes, but that's fine. I paid $5 and they sold in like 2 weeks of listing them. And they are in amazing condition. Yeah, that's why they sold fast, but that's fine. I didn't know how fast they would because I did not have any sell-through rates to comp it with, but I know that brand is a hot brand. So it's like you're paying for the brand. If I end up sitting on them for a little while, that's all right. I paid $5. All right, sometimes you just got to take the risk. If you're buying your items cheap enough and you can't find comps, just make that quick judgment of, is it worth it? And Ariat boots for $5, yes, it's worth it. Carhartt, like certain items that are just like, you just have to get them. When they're that cheap, they will eventually sell. So as long as you price it right. All right, this next one is also a bin find, $15 last week. I grabbed 3 of these. 3? Yeah, they must have all sold already. I had 3 of these. It is a really nice looking knife. I was scared at first to open it because I didn't know if it was one that like you hit the button and then pew, it like shoots out. I don't know what that's called, but they scare me. So this is not. This one is just the knife like this. A leash that I just dropped. So it wouldn't be a video if I didn't drop something. And it just pulls out. So it is a super, super spiffy knife, if that's your jam. And they are expensive. So it is a Benchmade brand. So if you ever see this out in the wild, again, make sure, like, just looking at it, it kind of looked like one that was going to, like, shoot the blade out. And one, those are illegal. You cannot sell them on eBay. 100%. If you have one, there's a word for what these are called. Like, retractable knives? No. I don't know. But they, like, you push a button and then it, like, shoots out. And, oh, man, those scare me. So this one is not. It just pulls out. If you want it to be, like, part ninja. Yeah. All right. We won't even go there. All right. We got the little tie leash that goes with it. And it sold for $80. These went fast. Yeah, because this has to be my last one. So $80 out of 15. Okay, so those are all 15 eBay items. And then we've got 3 over on Mercari. First one is this doggy supplements. It is the flea tick supplement. You cannot sell these on eBay. So Mercari it goes. I paid $2. I got 2 sets of this at a garage sale last week before, very recent. And it sold for $18. So no, they're not huge profits, but it's brand new sealed. And there's times I'll find these on Dollar Day at the bins. So if you ever see these in the wild, definitely grab them, especially if they're sealed. And then just don't put it on eBay. don't do it. The next one for eBay is something I do not usually buy, but it's missing a piece. I gotta grab that over there. I think it's missing the piece. Yeah, it's supposed to have another piece. Okay. I don't usually grab these out in the wild just because they're not my normal jam, but I found a set of 3 of these, and they are Pyrex dishes. 3 of them for $15. So yes, I was alone at this sale. I don't remember where it was, but if I'm there with my antique dealer friends, I'll just give it to them. Not my jam. I will not take it from them. I'd rather pass it on to them. Same way if they come across cameras or things for me, they'll hand it over to me. So if they were with me, these would have gone to them 100%. But it was $15. I don't remember where I was when I grabbed them, but they're not a hot item. This color is not super hot. I was at a sale this last week with one of the antique friends, and he ended up leaving it. It was $2. I'm like, shucks, if I knew you weren't getting it for $2, I would have grabbed it. But I think that one was one of the refrigerator ones without the lid. So it really wasn't worth much. But these had the lid, and it has this little casserole dish thing that it goes in. It sold for $30 plus shipping. These are not my favorite because they are a pain in the butt to pack. I use so much packing stuff because I want to make sure that it makes it, that it's really not worth it in the end for me. Because I'm going to spend probably $10 worth of packing materials to make sure this makes it in one piece, and it only sold for $30. So it's better to give these to my antique friends because they sell it in person. They have booths. They have antique stores. Like, they don't have to ship it. Yes. Send it to them. Then there's a better chance of this item not getting broken, and it can get a new home in a different way. But they weren't there, and they were really cheap, so I grabbed them. All right, so $30 plus shipping in Mercari. But I just got to make sure to grab the other little piece that goes with it that hubby didn't grab when he pulled my orders. And last on Mercari goes to this Coach bag. It's actually like a Coach diaper bag. It's got a lot of holes in there. I mean, I don't think it's a diaper bag per se, but if you were like a bougie mom with a fancy diaper bag, you could easily use this as such. But I don't think that's what it's made for. It's just a tote. And it's very big, and I do not use large totes like this. I don't need to carry that much stuff with me. It's too heavy. So, all right. I had this on both platforms, eBay and Mercari. This person ended up buying it on Mercari, which is fine, because I think it was more expensive on eBay. But it sold for, no, I think I had it cheaper on eBay. I think it was part of the sale, and it was down to like $50 on eBay. So that's all right. They originally wanted to pick it up in person, and I had to tell them, it's kind of funny how this works. When you're on other platforms, you can't say the opposite platform by name or they'll flag your comment. So if I said eBay in my Mercari messages, they'll delete the comment. They won't let me message them. So I have to say, like, okay, if you want to do a local pickup, you have to go buy it on the Bay where I can change the listing to local pickup. I can't change it to local pickup on Mercari. So she ended up still buying it on Mercari, paying for the shipping, and she's happy. So it's a really nice bag. It's Coach. No brainer. And I don't know what I paid for it because I didn't put it in my spreadsheet. So I said $5 for the sake of my total at the end. But it would have had to have been pretty cheap. So, yeah, I mean, it's a nice bag. All right, you guys, I am tired. I have got to pack these so that I have time to do what I need to tomorrow. All right, friends, so I did get enough sales last night that I want to go ahead and give you a quick insert of the 4 more items that sold on eBay. And the reason I wanted to include this is because now I finally broke the 1,000. So it's funny, the best sales of the weekend came in overnight on Sunday night. I just dropped the kids at school, so I've got a couple minutes to go over this with you before I head over to my thrift store. But I'll still do it from the smallest. The item to add first is an Echo Dot. This was in a free pile at a garage sale, an estate sale. It was private owned, kind of estate sale, moving sale. It was in the house, and she had a ton of free stuff. This was one of them. So, yeah, no, it was not a big find, but you get it for free. You just get it. It's an Echo Dot. Come on. So this one, it sold for $18 plus shipping. It's kind of heavy, but that's okay. It's small and mighty. So at least they paid for the shipping for it. All right, next up is a Bible. Okay, so I love grabbing these whenever I can, especially when they are brand new in their box. I think it was $5 day at the bins. And someone sent an offer saying that they just gave away their Bible to a friend of theirs. So yes, that's keep the word out there. That's pass it along. Share any Bibles that you have with anyone who needs it, because you can replace it. There's more out there. I don't know like how many, but obviously this is the #1 book ever printed. So you will always find them in the wild. You will find them at sales. You will find them everywhere. So this is not a profit type of business. I never have made it a profit business. It's a rehoming business when it comes to my Bibles. So I am very happy. I just want to make sure that, I mean, it pays me back for what I paid for it. So it sold for $28, free shipping. It's probably a $50, $60 Bible on Amazon. So someone got a really good deal on it. And it's called She Reads Truth. So it's a women's Bible. I've got a lot of Bibles, so I don't need to keep it for myself, but it's got a nice little glossy finish. It's beautiful, and it brings me more joy that this is going to a new home, and if I make $10, great. It bought me a coffee for my time, but that is not why I do it with the Bibles. Okay, then next up is a repeat from last night. I sold the last one, sad face, but this one went for full price, probably out of FOMO because the other one's already sold. So this person was watching it and was like, oh no, if I don't act now, it's going to be gone. So they paid full price. Last one, I paid $1 for the box and it sold for $79. The one last night, I think it was $65. So this one's full price, $80. Come on, free shipping, yes, but he's just getting a label right on top. And it's the ketone vitamin supplement stuff. And then the next item is one of my favorites, and that is my nerdy stuff. Yes, this stuff will always be out in the wild. So this was an estate sale, and there was a whole lot of games, but this was the only one that was still sealed. So in the rush of like the sale, this is the one I was first in line on a Friday morning. This was 2 weeks ago. And you just had to grab it as quick as you could. This is the same sale that I got the Xbox, that Xbox One. So it was a lot of stuff in there, and you just have to act fast because there's a lot of people around. So I could have looked up all of those games, and some of them probably could have been worth some good money. I didn't have time to look them up, and I sure as heck could not walk around carrying a stack of these games. Not possible. So I'm like, all right, let me at least grab that one for now. And if I want to, I can go back and go through the rest of them. And by the time I got back to that room, they were gone. So I knew they would be. Like, this stuff sells, and it sells fast. But it was the only one that was brand new sealed. I'm going to grab it. So I paid $4 at this sale, and it sold for $60. So now that made it, how many orders did I have? I had 15, 16, 17, 18 total, right? 19, 20, 21. So 22 now for the weekend. And then we will add, we're really going to test my memory this morning. I think I was at 7 something, right? On eBay. This added another 230. So, and then when you add the roughly, 150 over on Mercari. Yeah, we broke 1,000 finally this weekend. So I hope you guys still learned something. I had to include these because these were 3 out of, well, I guess the Bible was, I think, at the bins. I'm pretty sure it was at the bins, but more often than not, you will find them in the wild. So yeah, these were sales in the wild. I'm not fully focused, fully functioning on my bin finds. The bin finds are great. Those are my little cherries on top. I will never stop until they are closed, but I am still giving my all to the estate sales and other sales in the area. So, all right. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That will officially be the end of this video. But I hope I don't know if he's going to go back to the closing of yesterday's video. No, I don't know how he's going to do the closing. So I'm going to give you another one. If you guys haven't, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Grab my free BOLO list in the description. Be on the lookout. Top brands. It's yours for free. And if you guys are looking for a spreadsheet for your business, you need to keep track of your inventory. Grab down below is my desert dashboard. That is the spreadsheet that I use for my business. It keeps track of my inventory and my miles and my deductions and all things resale, including my inventory. That's the biggest thing. So I know how much I paid for something as long as I use it, but I'm human. So sometimes I miss putting it in the spreadsheet, but if you need a spreadsheet for yours, it's available down below. Use coupon code DESERT10, makes it $37, and it is yours for lifetime. So it's already got all the calculations, all of the instructions, like you're just paying for my time. It's not a continuous membership. You're not paying to keep using it. You will even get free updates if I end up changing anything on it. I'll send it out to everybody who already has it. So definitely worth the investment if you are looking to keep track of your inventory. All right, guys, have a fabulous week, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.